are now in the loop with Single in the Loop.
Heidi, ho. This is episode 125 of Single in the Loop, and we are back. It's your girl Lark
And Nina.
over here stressing. I don't know why I'm so stressed today. What's happening? How was your week?
My week was good. Got to experience different culture this weekend a little bit, so that was cool. I went to a wedding, so that was pretty interesting. With someone that I'm dating, so it was nice. Mm-hmm. You know, it's always good to be a plus one.
Is it?
It's kind of fun.
I be a little nervous.
Of what?
Just like the people, because you don't know who, you know the person that you're dating, right? But you don't really know the people that you're about to be around.
Yeah, true.
You know? And then especially because it's like a different race, like you just don't really know, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just weird, because black people be weird in general sometimes when it comes to like family events and
true
stuff like
Very
that. So
true.
you just never know what you're about to get yourself into. Like, oh, please let everybody be cool.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool for the most part. It's just that, you know, it was a lot of Spanish speaking.
Oh.
So, of course, you know, I don't speak Spanish fluently. I only know very, very little.
Okay.
So, but it was okay. It was fine. It was just Spanish all day, though. Like, nonstop. So if you can imagine like listening to something like all day long in a language that you don't know, yeah, you start tuning it out. But best part, you know, they had open bar at the reception. They
We
was
love
partying,
it. We
right?
love an open bar.
Look, open bar, seats were comfortable, had my cocktails back to back, and it was good. I went to the ceremony and the reception. I didn't want to be one of those like people, even though that's what people do.
A lot of people do that. Why do they do that?
And I'm guessing it's not rude anymore.
I think it's still rude. But
I think it's rude.
I think it's still rude. Because I remember a long time ago, I went to one of my sister's friend's wedding. And I swear when we went to the reception, I was like, all these people were not at the wedding. Like, where did they come from? And then they came in there casual dressed as fuck. And I'm like, y'all didn't even pretend like y'all went to the fucking
Yeah,
wedding.
I was knee deep into it. Like, had outfit number 1 for the ceremony and had an outfit number 2 for the reception. Look, I came to be like, what is really up? Okay.
Coming there like they come out the street. Like,
Yeah.
what y'all doing? Don't come here with jeans on. Don't do that.
Yeah, but where the reception was, I wasn't mad at people if they dressed casual. Like the area it was in, like, you know.
Yeah, but like, what was the decor inside though?
It was like, you know, like vines on the ceiling and like flower. Like, it was nice. It was nice. It wasn't a huge ballroom.
Some people was in there jaywalking with jeans on.
I'm sure there was, but you know what though? That's the style. You know, a lot of them were in that like dressy cash rodeo attire. So jeans, blazer, button down, boots. Yeah. So, and then there were people who were in slacks and like, you know, dressed up and stuff. So I guess it just depends. I guess, you know,
I'll have a dress code across the board.
I don't know. I guess I just want to trust people's judgment that they're going to trust.
You want to, but sometimes, and you know me living in customer service world, sometimes you want people to have a little bit more, but they don't. It don't exist.
Right. So, yeah, but everything was good. The wedding cake was really good.
I love cake.
It was good. I know. It was good. I just had one piece though. They had a candy table.
Okay.
So that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, it was just an all-day thing, different cultures, you know, coming together. So it was nice. It was nice.
I'm not mad.
That pretty much I felt like took up most of my weekend. It was a Saturday, so it was like all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, what about you? Prom season.
It is prom season. It's almost over, and it's graduation season. So pretty much just work. Everybody was fucking late, so shit was getting on my nerves. This is the thing. I understand things happen, especially like wedding days. Things happen. Prom. Anytime when it's like you have to be somewhere at a certain time and you have to get dressed and you have to do all this kind of stuff, things tend to go wrong. You know. But I feel like you should schedule that time in. You know.
And if you don't, charge a fee.
And that's what I've been doing. I'm charging y'all.
What did I tell you the other day? What did I say? I was like, you should charge $50. Like, well, I mean, this is the thing. Because you know,
You gotta be
Lark and I will be on the phone for like hours, and we know, like, okay, like I'll be like, oh, what time is such and such at? And then when you told me the girl moved it like 3 hours later, I'm like, no, you gotta charge a fee because that's your time, that's your schedule.
Right.
And this is the thing. What if you did have other people?
Right.
Like that would have really messed up your day and whatever your plans, because this is the thing. What if you plan to get out of the studio at 4 o'clock?
I mean, that really was my Saturday. Like, I was planning on being finished by 3 o'clock, and then somebody booked 7:30. I'm like, okay. And then motherfucker wasn't even on time.
Yeah.
So I left out of here about like 9. I'm like, my fucking life. But I love what I do, and I try to be understanding, but I also feel like people take that as like, oh, okay, I can just do whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's like, no.
Yeah, you gotta put a price on everything now. And that's why I never blame hairstylists, makeup artists, esthetician, like, because the time is money. It really is. It really is.
And patience.
Just like how everybody getting their hair done, their makeup done, they want to be outside, you know. They want to be outside.
I got shit to do too. Like, what if I had a family at home? You know what I'm saying? I need to go home to my family or pick up my kid at a certain time. Like, y'all gotta do better. Y'all just have to do better. But I had that Sunday. I had a pool day, and then I went out for a little bit, so that was good. I caught myself just kind of like chilling for the most part.
Were you tired after the pool though?
Not really. No. Not because I went out a little bit later, so like around like 4 o'clock. Really.
Okay, so it wasn't like
in the sun. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to do. But I wound up getting out the house a little bit later. I wanted to like really cook myself. Okay, I want a tan. I want a little tan in my life. So maybe later on this week I'm gonna go back to the pool and like really like lay out, because that's what I really want. Like I just want to drink some water and just flip myself over back and forth.
Basking.
I want to cook my motherfucking self. But other than that, it was cool. Nobody's really getting on my nerves for the most part. Well, people are getting on my nerves.
I haven't really heard you talk about anyone lately.
Niggas.
Why does it always start with that?
It just
men. It's like the men.
Cause it be the men. Cause it really
be the men's is for me.
It do, and y'all be trying it all the time. So I went out like a couple of days ago. I want to say like maybe last Tuesday I went out, and I met this guy. We didn't really exchange a lot of information when we were talking. He asked for my number. Okay, cool. Gave him my number. And then this week he's been like texting me. Of course he texts me every morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think a couple times he's like, oh, when am I gonna see you? When you plan something. And that's like, I am very straight to the point. When you plan something, you'll see me. Okay?
That phrase, like, it never used to have a meaning, but because of guys using it in the way they use it now, it does.
What? When am I gonna see you?
It's giving, I don't have a plan and I don't want to spend money, or in some way or form.
It's giving I want to fuck.
Well, it's giving broke.
It's also giving broke. And I don't think half of y'all are broke. I just think y'all fucking lazy.
Because I feel like that would be the first defense they would say. It's like, oh, well, it's not like I'm broke or anything. I'm just wondering when I'm going to see you. Well, it's kind of like, like...
Plan something.
No.
Plan something. You can see me at any time if you plan something. And you plan something ahead of time. And so me and him had kind of got into it because he was like, oh, I have did that. And I was like... a few times you text me and ask me, what am I doing today? That's not planning anything. You ask me, what am I doing today? And then follow up with
and then you tell them what you're doing.
Right. I'm like, oh, well, I'm working today or whatever. He's like, oh, you're always busy. If you plan something ahead of time, I can schedule
This is the thing. This is what was supposed to happen. Let me insert. Like, you know, I
literally sent the motherfucker a text message like, okay, this is how this is supposed to go. Hey, what are you doing Monday or Tuesday? I literally text this shit out. I would like to take you to the movies or go get a drink. And I said ... Then you allow me to answer. And he liked it.
Or even if he doesn't respond with like the plan. If you're really trying to see me, if you say, hey, I'm working today, well, what time? Like, you know, like that's how somebody figures out your schedule. Like, oh, well, how long do you think you'll be working today? Oh, I'll be done probably no later than 4. Okay, do you think you want to? Boom. But I feel like sometimes guys' true intentions is not really to date, so that's why they don't want to create that dating barrier. And then why can't you just be honest about it and just say, you know, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Okay, moving on.
Lazy.
Moving on.
You met me outside, nigga. Take me outside.
There is somebody, I think, this is probably bad. Claremont Twin said it best. There is somebody for everybody, okay? You know, in terms of brackets, whether it's financial, emotional, you know,
how you
maturity level, there is somebody for everybody. And it's okay to say, you know what, you're not for me. You know, it's not being rude. Okay? It's not being rude. It's just saying you're not for me. You are not my person or somebody that I can be around or date because you're not trying to do the same thing I'm doing.
Now the question is, are they going to take it well? A lot of people don't.
No, because then they try to read between the lines and think I'm telling them like I'm better than them. That's basically how what I just said, somehow in their brain, it's like they reworded it, like comprehended it somewhere different.
Take it. It's like, well, I spend most of the day with you, and I don't understand why you don't want to come home with me. And she was like, well, I don't know you like that. Like, I'm still getting to know you. So he basically wanted her to walk home because he didn't want to waste his gas dropping her back off at home because she didn't want to go home with him and sleep with him. Rule number one. Y'all, see, this is why.
I mean, but Future did this. He flew somebody out. He lost out on somebody, but it's, you know, chump change to him.
First of all, we don't. Future. Women, listen.
But this is the thing. That's why it's like guys like that, if you go out with them, okay, if that's how they're gonna be, that's how they're gonna be, or
and
whatever.
That's fine, but don't put yourself in that type of position, because at this point, nigga, you try to embarrass me and tell them walk home, nigga, I can order an Uber, I can call my friends.
That's why I don't like to be picked up, okay?
And that's that.
And people always like, oh, well, why do you not want somebody to show free? No, I want my own ride, because what you're not gonna do,
control,
right, of the situation.
There you go.
Not knocking the brothers that are gentlemen and who, you know, I understand that's how you're taught. I totally get it, you know.
But there are men out here that have made that shit bad for y'all. Like,
right, I totally get it. Guys, like, oh, do you want me to come get you? Blah blah blah. No, thank you, but you know, thank you. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But, and I know we've talked about it a lot of times on SingleInTheLoop, it's just about, you know, security and safety at the end of the day. Being single, living on your own, you know, whether you have a pet or not or whatever, it doesn't matter. You know, you just have to take precautions in that way of, you know, because once somebody knows where you live, that's very sacred. To me, it is. To me, it definitely is. If you know where I live, it is. And sometimes guys don't already know this. Sometimes I've had to explain it.
I feel like some guys know, they just don't. You gotta
set, women, we set the boundaries.
We set the boundaries.
We do.
Also, I feel like when we talk about privilege when it comes to dating, right? I feel like men have so much privilege,
right,
and so much grace when it comes to the dating world, because they don't have to worry about all the things that we have to worry about as women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't care about their safety. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like, oh, I'm a man, ain't nothing ever gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? As women, every time we walk out the door, we have to be like, okay, is somebody in the bushes?
Right.
Is somebody this? Is somebody gonna try to kidnap me today?
Right.
I go on this day, I meet this guy online, and I let him come pick me up, and I never wind up coming back home. Like, these are so many things that we have to consider when it comes to dating as women that don't even cross men's fucking mind.
Yeah. True.
So sometimes you do have to be like, yeah, I understand. And some of them will get offended.
Yeah.
When you be like, oh no, you know, I'll just meet you. Oh, you think I'm crazy or something? I mean, the fact that you said that, you might be. But it's not about you.
Right, it's not.
It's not about you.
I just feel like it's just, you know, what you allow men to do, just in general. Some men, you know, they start out with that because it's easy. Whether it's like picking you up to go somewhere or like chilling and stuff. And I feel like a lot of guys, like, you know, not knocking the ones, you know, that just want to chill,
the genuine guys that really want to just, you know, be.
When I meet a guy, I like to ask questions like in terms of like past, like not like, oh, who did you date, like those are good questions. But what I like to know is like, oh, where'd you grow up, like, you know, like whatever. Like, I like to know a ballpark of the background. Oh, he grew up in this area. I usually want to ask questions like, not just like, oh, what was your last relationship like? Because I mean, yeah, those are the things you want to know, but I also want to know, like, how did you grow up? Like, you know, do you have a lot of siblings, brothers or sisters?
Who's involved in raising you?
Yeah, like, and not asking it like that, but just like, oh, like, what side of town are you from? Oh, okay, you went to what school? Like, you know, stuff like that. I really want to get to know someone because it just lets me know their personality. Because if they tell me, like, oh, I went to such and such school, you know, whatever, or I played sports or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of just lets me know, like, where you're coming from and, you know, who am I meeting right here? Because we're at an age where it's like so many years have passed, a lot of life has happened, so I kind of want to know their life.
And not to say that, let's just say somebody had like a bad upbringing, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have good experiences with their parents or whoever was raising them or whatever. That does not mean that that has affected this person up to this point of adulthood. Because I feel like we all have choices, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have choices to want to do better or want to, you know what I'm saying? If I've been through some real traumatic stuff, I want to like go to therapy and better myself and not want to be back in that situation. So sometimes people can have fucked up past, but they can still be good people, you know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of understand, like, oh yeah, I did see my mama go through that and I never want to be that person because I saw her struggle, I saw her do this, I saw her do that. But there are still people out here that be like, oh yeah, my mama did, so you know, the person I'm with, she can get out the mud too. Like, nigga, go fuck your mama.
You know,
I'm not doing it.
As we are all product of our environments in different aspects, you know, and how we deal with things, or, you know, how we associate with people and how we are. So, you know, and that's the thing. I think it's more than just, well, what can you do for me or whatever. It's just like, well, where are you coming from? Like, what are, you know,
what did you see? What did you experience?
What your interests are? Who you be with?
What number can I dial? You gonna be here for a while, you know?
So yeah, it's just those things in general. What I wanted to bring up was like when we were talking about how like men, like, just be honest. Like, even if you want to date or if you're on a dating site, it doesn't mean that you want a relationship. Right.
But also, don't take me on a date with the intentions that you want to fuck me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a big one that I feel like I've ran into a lot. And I can tell. Like, it's not the fact that they said it. They don't have to say it. I can tell just because from the first date. And I know a lot of people gonna say like, oh, well, maybe he just wasn't into you. Yeah, maybe. But it's a difference because, you know, in terms of us meeting, I've had this happen like maybe 3 different times where we met and, you know, wanted to take me out right away. Cool. Like, they had everything planned to the T. Right. Everything went well, everything went good, and then boom. Like, it's like they'll talk, but it's no eagerness. Now, it could be maybe they're not interested in me, but if you're not interested, then we don't have to text. Like, you don't even have to, like, do that. Or it's because it's like, well, you know, that didn't go how I thought it was going to go.
But then you have to put it in context, like, oh, well, after the date, did they invite me back to their house? After the date, did they invite themselves to my house? You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of things. You don't have to do. We could just go on a date and go home. No matter how great the date was, we could still go on a date and go home. We could pick this up another day. Like, maybe we go on another day. Maybe 2 weeks from now, I might want to fuck you. Maybe a couple of days from now, I might want to fuck you. Maybe.
I don't even want that in the subject line. Like, nowhere.
But in their head, it's like, oh, if I take her out on this first date tonight, we fucking tonight. And that's not the case. That's not the case. Don't take me out with the intentions of thinking that you're going to sleep with me that night, because that's not going to fucking happen.
That's majority of I feel like a lot of people's intentions for maybe dating online and stuff, and in person. I don't, you know, whatever. But I mean, one thing about being a woman is that, you know, I don't have to explain myself. And one thing I do like is men that try to do that. It's like, oh, they can't tell the truth. Like, they're not.
No, you
they can't tell. They just think automatically, you know, the sexual gods are gonna surround them at dinner and something's just gonna click to the woman like, oh, I should just undress my lace panties right now.
That shit is giving creep vibes.
Right.
It's a low key.
But my thing is that, well, you date, you know, if you're dating for this type of purpose, like, you need to go to an escorting service. They would love you. They would love the heck out of you. Because guess what? You pay the ticket. They ain't gotta hound you for nothing. Go to an escort service. But I know some people, they're prideful or whatever. Well, you're not too proud. You are not too proud.
Because you're pretty much doing the same
thing.
It's
the same thing. Solicit yourself, okay?
Right.
I am a eligible bachelor who can afford dinners, take you out. I talk well. Sell yourself.
And I just want some
Sell yourself. Because I feel like that's how men think of women in this situation. Oh, well, you're going to dinners with him. Like, oh, like, is that, and you're giving, is that you giving up? No, they want to give themselves up. They're the whores, okay? They are the whores, okay? My bad, I'm sorry, you know. Okay. I got a little excited. Okay.
You want to throw the panties at me.
Right. Like, and I hate how men have made this narrative. It's like, oh, well, you're sleeping with somebody because, you know, you want a meal. No, you are using the meal as a bribe to get what you want.
Right.
Now, it is up to me whether I feed into the bribe or not. But y'all get mad if we don't feed into the bribe, and then y'all be like, y'all ain't nothing but some hoes anyway, because you ain't get it.
Yeah, mama.
You could have just went and got you something from Uber Eats and stayed your little ass at home, watched a little something on TV.
This and that, pick you up one of them hot and readies.
Or no, stay at home. Watch you a little something on TV to get you, you know.
They don't want that. They want actual vaginas. Drive down this and that. And get you a hot and ready, baby. Like, they exist. Prostitution exists for a reason. There are women out here that are
and why do you think it's so bad? It's because there are people out here really clients and customers of
right.
this.
So y'all need to learn how to be a client and customer. But then it's like, oh, well, I shouldn't have to pay for pussy. But that's what you're doing.
Right.
That's what you're doing. That's so you might as well be honest. Don't waste my time.
Right.
Don't waste my time and my knowledge. Nigga, go out here on this and that, go to Jensen, depending on what side of town you on, you know, get you a little hot and ready and keep it moving. $20, $30, $50 if you want a real, you know, high-end one maybe. I don't know what they're going for out there. I don't know what they're going for out there. But hey, they out there. The hot and readies are out there. You looking in the wrong direction.
That's why sex trafficking is still alive at 5. It's still one of the most leading illegal crimes. Like
that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's all.
I don't know. Look, there's somebody for everybody, and that's all I can say. But before we kind of got off. Okay, I was like, we kind of got off. I just got sidetracked. But what I was gonna say was that it's okay to say what you want. You know, maybe we didn't get sidetracked. Okay, it's okay to
honest.
Right, being honest. So. Someone has sent this to me from a dating app. Okay, so what I'm about to read is this is a male's profile. Okay, this is what it says if you were to go to his page.
He verified.
Yes, and he's verified. Yes, I see. I didn't even notice that part. It's a real person. Okay, and he's in his early 30s, so around our age. Okay, now I don't know if he black, white, whatever. It don't matter. It really don't matter. Okay, all right. So. Under his about me, okay, it says currently happy in a relationship. So he is currently in an exclusive relationship, okay? He said, well, maybe not exclusive. I don't know. It says looking for something discreet. So that tells me that it's exclusive because if
you're looking for something discreet, you don't want it to mess up what it is that you already have. So
right. So it isn't an exclusive relationship that this person currently is in.
He's trying to cheat.
Right. So looking for something discreet with someone in a similar situation. Okay. Not looking to change my status or create any drama. Prefer someone in different parts of Houston. So he named a few different cities and parts of Texas, I should say. I mean, can I say it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We don't know this man. Maybe this will help him. So he said, not looking to change my status or create any drama. Prefer someone in Pearland, Friendswood, Manville, Alvin, or Angleton that could meet a few times a month during the workday to just have no strings attached adult fun. Plenty of pictures available upon request. That further confirms that he's in an exclusive relationship because he did not have any photos on his profile. Now, rule number 1. I don't know what kind of attention he getting because I need to see all the pictures on a dating app.
I really don't understand why this profile even exists.
I don't understand why it exists. I'm just saying in general, like, I don't care what this says.
Yeah.
I mean, I care what it says now that I've read it, of course, because I'm sure if he would have had pictures and if he was attractive to me, of course, once I got to this part, I would be like, no.
Swipe.
No. Okay. But the thing is that the whole point of doing online in general is to have pictures, because we're not meeting in the real world.
But the thing, even with that, like, this is giving you want to have somebody that can meet up with you a few times a month.
It's just sex
for no strings attached sex.
Yeah.
You're looking for a hot and ready nigga.
Yeah.
You're looking for a prostitute.
Right.
Get a prostitute. Get a prostitute. Why are you making? Go on Backpage. Does Backpage still exist?
I think so.
You just don't want to pay for it, nigga. That's the thing. You don't want to pay for it. You want this person to be in an exclusive relationship just like you are exclusive. You want somebody to cheat because you cheating. Just go get a prostitute.
That smells like drama to me, because this is the thing. Wouldn't you rather somebody who doesn't have the same situation as you? I guess he feels like
somebody you're just paying for.
I guess he feels like if he has a woman who's in the same situation as him, like they'll both be like these discreet cheaters.
No, you could just go pay for a prostitute, because a prostitute don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship or not.
But then it's like, okay, so he wouldn't want someone single, single and stuff, and who's not married, because they might be the ones to cause drama to his happy relationship. So can I just be honest though?
What?
Like, how are you happy if the sexual intimacy part isn't there? That's a big part, and I'm tired of people saying it's not, because it is. And that's the reason why that's the reason why infidelity is one of the leading causes to marriages and relationships failing. Why? It's financial and it's infidelity. It's both, and it's always been that way since the beginning of time. Okay, and I want people to admit that sex is a major factor. I'm tired of people putting it on the back burner for show when people are in happy relationships. Like this guy, he's in a happy relationship, but then again, you want to meet basically, because he said a few times a month, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say that
work hours.
During work hours, okay? That's very specific. So during work hours, that's at least once a week, every week in that month. A few times out of the month. There's only 3 to 4 weeks in a month.
Where are we meeting?
At work.
Where are we meeting?
I don't know. It's during work hours, so
him saying during work hours meaning, I'm gonna pretend like I'm at work. As far as my other half knows, I'm at work, but I'm really at a hotel fucking some bitch. Like, that's what that sounds like, because you're not coming to my house and I'm not coming to your house, so we're gonna spend money on a hotel, nigga.
Especially if he said that, he wants the other person to be in the same situation.
Right. So you're gonna pay for a hotel room to fuck. Mm-hmm. Or we fucking in cars in parking lots.
Well, obviously, if it's during work hours, then that means maybe he's a boss somewhere or a CEO. Maybe he has that
no bitch to come to his job, though.
No, not his job, but I'm saying for the time he said during work hours. So it's kind of like, well, maybe he doesn't have the type of job where he's pressed for time.
Well, at this point, nobody has a fucking job. You see this traffic during the time here in Houston? Nobody's at work. Okay, everybody's working from home. And they're gonna take his laptop with him to the hotel and go, okay, and be fucking. Alright, but it's still, just get a prostitute. Nigga, stop being so lazy and stop want to use people and get a prostitute. Now, to your point of saying that niggas that be doing this are not happy or whatever, honestly, I'm starting to believe that one has nothing to do with the other. I'm starting to believe that motherfuckers could really
be happy with
whatever your happy is.
Right. Everybody has their own depiction of happy.
Right. Whatever your comfortable level of this bubble is. Right. And still want to sleep with somebody else. Okay. I get it, but it's the fact that you're actually pursuing it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you could be attracted to another woman, like, oh damn, she pretty. I would love to fuck her. But it's the action of actually doing it is the problem, right? But I can't say that the woman that he's in a relationship with is not giving him the things that he needs, right? Because I've been in a relationship before and I felt like this. We were happy, we were good, sex was good.
Well, that's why he's doing this discreetly on a dating app.
But
He's doing it discreetly on a dating app with no pictures posted.
Just go get a
But if someone requests, maybe a private investigator that his significant other hired will. Maybe the private investigator will find it and act like they're a interest person, and maybe his significant other will catch him that way.
Or be in an open relationship. Yeah, there's so many other options.
Well, you know how that goes. The men only want it open on one side, not the other.
Which is dumb. That's
not the other. And I feel like most men like this who have this mindset like how he did, like, is he being honest only with one side of his life? You know what I mean? It's not like he showed this to his significant other and was like, I'm being honest with everyone. Look, I'm being honest with everyone. He's being honest with people like us,
right,
who are actually single.
But this poor lady out here don't know nothing about nothing.
Right. And that's a part of it. It's you know, look, did he tell the truth? He's being honest, right? We always say we want. When I first brought this to you, I was like, look, we always say how we want men to be honest.
He's definitely being honest.
And he's laying it out there, you know, but it's
also giving lazy.
It's giving lazy, but, you know, prostitution comes in different forms.
No, prostitution only comes in cash. It only comes in cash. And the issue with that is...
Well, that's why he said he wants... Right. He doesn't want to. He wants somebody who's also in a relationship because he doesn't want that burden of someone who's single who's like, well, what are you going to give me? What are you going to do for me?
Get a prostitute. Pay the bitch $100 every other week. She go about her way, you go about your way. You ain't got to worry about her. All y'all got to do is kind of exchange numbers for the most part.
Prostitutes are cheap because I was like, guys that do it this way by doing these little dates, you're spending more money than you would actually on a prostitute. But I'm guessing they're able to spend a little bit more if they feel like, you know, the vagina is more decent than street.
It's a clean vagina. How we know your dick clean, nigga? Like, just go get a prostitute. Use a condom, get a prostitute. Y'all niggas don't like use a condom. I bet he don't want to use a condom either.
You would hope because he's in a happy relationship.
These niggas don't give a fuck. They don't care. Because, you know, we just talked about this. What's the main thing, their main concern? Pregnancy.
Well, Wayne Wade wasn't worried. He was not worried. He said, ooh, me and Gabrielle on a break for a month. I'm going to do what? Make a baby. And then go right back to her and marry her. Anyways.
Why did we just go there? Why did we just go
It just stuck because we're like, some men aren't afraid of pregnancy. They're just, what they want is that few minutes or seconds of pleasure of that release. And that release can turn into something that'll follow you for the rest of your life.
At this point, that release about to get all y'all ass in fucking trouble. Okay? Because now we talking about these abortion laws that they trying to ban and all this kind of stuff. You niggas is about to be in fucking trouble, okay? So just like we're fighting for our rights, you niggas need to be fighting for our rights as well. Because all y'all about to be pappies out here. Y'all about to be pappies. Y'all ass about to be on child support.
That's when you figure out how deep somebody's pockets really is. Because never mind just paying the little, you know, $600 for the abortion. Now you gotta pay for a plane ticket round trip for me to go somewhere else.
Well, not even that. They're trying to ban it across the board. They're trying to ban abortions across the board. I pray that it's not. Like, because one, a man, like I said, y'all don't even know we have fucking 2 holes down there. Okay, so you shouldn't be telling any woman what to do with their fucking vagina. You don't know what menstrual cramps are like. You don't know what giving birth is like. You don't know about none of that. But you're telling somebody what to do with their fucking body.
Hey, you guys, you look great. Have you lost weight? We made this delicious rosé for you because we love you and we love us and we all love rosé. This is so us. Love you, miss you, hate you, love you, mean it.
What, bitch? That sounds like some dry ass white bitch shit.
But this is the thing. Immediately when I read it, I felt like, dang, we can never have something just for us to celebrate. It's giving all lives matter. It's giving
all lives matter.
It's giving the what about our wine? Like, why don't we have a wine? Y'all have vineyards. There's been tons of wines that I have put money into that I buy that are from who? Caucasian white people. And I don't have a problem with it. Before this Black Girl Magic thing, I'm pretty sure there was a protest probably for it or something, like wanting a wine.
It was a protest about honey pie, about the lady said she made it for, with black women in mind. Bitch, you got a coochie too. You can use it.
Right.
You can use it.
But it's just the fact that it's like, oh, well, they feel like they can't buy the Black Girl Magic wine because it doesn't say all magic wine. If you just want to be like us, maybe you'll drink some and it'll do something. I don't know.
It won't do anything. Your ass still will be dry. Your roots still.
But I just feel like when I saw this, I was just like, this is America. No, this is America. This is really what it is. It's just that
I love this for us, bitch. Who is us? And stop using that slang on your white girl bottle,
because it's like they take it as a jab that there is a black. They take it as a jab.
Yeah, but
we don't take it as
to do with you.
Right.
It has nothing to do with you, and that's the thing. Motherfuckers always feel like they need to be included in black people things. The reason why black people have their own things because we have not been included in other things, so we had to create our own. And now you want to come over here too.
It's almost like it's like if we have a meeting, they want to storm in. But if they have a meeting, we're polite enough to be like, oh, they're having a meeting. But they just, I don't know.
We have to be included too. Right. That's just like, I think we were just talking about
But they pick and choose when to wanting to be included.
Child.
So.
Child. Say that again.
They pick and choose when they want to be included.
And it's only when we're having fun.
It's when it's something that has to do with our culture, fashion, music, merchandising, marketing, stuff like this with this wine. And the thing is that no one ever said you weren't invited, but you feel that way because that's how you are towards us.
Right. That's pretty much what it is. Because no way on that bottle says this is exclusively for black women. Black Girl Magic. It does not say that. The same thing with Honey Pie. It never said that. Right. She said she created this product with black women in mind because why? She's a black fucking woman. And why we're always not included.
Right.
We're not included. Even to this day, when we talking about like medical stuff, right? As far as BMI. Mm-hmm. We're talking about a white man and a white woman.
Right.
We're not talking about a black woman's body. We're not talking about a black man's body.
So when they always be like, oh, your BMI, I'm like, well, who are we going off of anyways? I'm like, who are we going off of with this BMI?
A Caucasian woman.
Right.
So we've not been included in so many things to this day.
Same thing with jeans. Let's be honest. Jeans. Us dealing with the gap that has it in the back. Why? Because jeans were not made for curvy women.
It's sad.
My reasons for never being able to shop at the Gap.
Somebody asked me where a Gap was. Do I look like I fucking shop at the Gap?
There's always a Gap somewhere, surprisingly. I'm like, dang, can they go out of business?
Girl, them clunkers always gonna keep their hoe open. Okay. Y'all hoes get on my nerves. I can't take it. It's giving. I have to be included in everything, and it's sick.
Another thing about this wine was I was curious because I was like, okay, this is Specs. And it's a Specs that's like, Spring Branch. So, I was like, okay. So I was curious to see who else carried this wine. What other stores?
I want to know the sales on that fucking wine.
Okay. So when I looked it up, Specs is the only one. Total Wine doesn't carry it. And why wouldn't Total Wine carry it? Because Total Wine is Total Wine. They got the most wine than Specs, than anybody else I know.
Total Wine said, bitch, get this shit up out of here.
But Total Wine sells Black Girl Magic wine, though. Looky there. And I didn't see, it's not sold at Randall's. They have a pretty big wine section. It's not sold at H-E-B or anywhere else. Just at Specs. And this is the thing. I don't even know if it's sold at all Specs. Because I don't really go to Specs like that.
Right.
But
the next time I go to Specs to buy my house, I'll
look for it. Just look, just skim the wine aisle.
What the fuck is this?
Right. And when I went, it was only one bottle. It was only one there on the shelf. So either people are buying it up or they're too scared and they're like, we'll just put one.
Why the fuck would we put this here? Because anybody would come.
But that's how you know. But that's how you know. It's messed up. Whoever put this out there is messed up. And I want to say, now you know me, I couldn't stop there. Okay, I couldn't stop there. Once I found out, like, where is it sold? I wanted to know who's behind starting this. Okay,
Who was it, Nina?
There's a gay white man out of California.
Once again, the privilege. Once again, the privilege of it all. Like, you're a gay white man.
And I have no problem with a gay white man. I have no problem with it.
But obviously, a gay white man got problems with us. Hard problems, serious problems, to the point where he wanted to go make a screw top fucking wine. First of all, bitch, it's a fucking screw top, so that tell you the level of class you fucking have. Okay? You want to down it in the parking lot,
Shoot,
bitch?
La Marca Prosecco is more than that. It's more than what that costs.
Girl,
and it's not a screw. And La Marca Prosecco is you know, it's Prosecco. It's champagne.
It's giving bottom of the barrel cheap.
It is.
That's what it is.
And that's why it's not sold everywhere. Because I was like, honestly, and I wasn't going to be mad. Like, if Total Wine sold it, like, I was like, okay. If they sold, like, both, like, if I would have saw, okay, the McBride Sisters wine, you know, Black Girl Magic wine, and if I would have saw that, I would have been like, but when I saw that they didn't sell it, like, I literally typed it in their website, the White Girl Rosé, and it did not come up. I said, so it is a problem. Because if it wasn't, they would have carried it willy-nilly. Total Wine sells all kinds of wines. I bought so many wines from there that were inexpensive. And people were like, ooh, this is such good wine. I said, Total Wine. I just always go there and just pick a wine. But I said, it's an issue. Because not everybody carries it. And I'm going to just say that.
Because nobody is out there right now. Like, everybody...
And it's not about it being a screw top, because I'll drink a barefoot any day.
But that's barefoot, bitch. That's barefoot. Barefoot has been around for a long time now.
What's the other one? Yellowtail.
It didn't just pop up
I was like,
off the street corner, because this is giving street corner, and I party with Caitlyn Jenner, bitch. That's what the fuck that's giving, okay? Racist, hateful, so hateful that you want to go create a product. You could have did something else with that money. You could have did something else with your fucking time during the goddamn pandemic, bitch, because I know this came out during the pandemic. I know it did. How dare you try it with your dry ass fucking wine, bitch, that don't have no flavor. Bitch probably tastes like water, okay?
I don't want to know.
I love this for us. Stop using our
that's the
our
thing.
slang,
I
bitch.
love this for
us. Who is us? Who is us, bitch? Who is us? And the whole sentencing on the back didn't even make that. I love you, I hate you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Nothing.
What
Nothing.
was that for us? Was that for the Black Girl Magic? I bet you do love us. I bet you do hate us, and that's the problem.
This is so us.
So dry, so lame.
Oh, love you, miss you, hate you, love you.
What?
Mean it.
Who even? That wasn't even good.
You look good. Have you lost weight? That is what a white girl is.
Exactly. And when you said
and this is the thing, and I definitely but this is the thing. Have you lost weight? So, you know, y'all don't get mad when we stereotype and say those things about you guys, because y'all tend to get offended. Like, that's not all we say. Well, clearly it's on a wine bottle. That is all y'all say.
I love that for you guys. Okay.
This is so fetch. Quit trying to make fetch happen.
Yeah, quit trying to make white girl rosé happen. Stop it. Stop.
Okay, I'm done ranting about that. That is, whoo, Lord.
I'm sick. I'm sick. Do you have a Nina Squirter?
Okay, so this is a popular question, Nina's Corner. All right, so Bath and Body Works. We love it. Love it.
Yeah, I love the candles.
You're like,
I love the candles.
Borderline obsessed.
No, I'm not. I go one time a year when the candle sale happens, okay? And I stock the fuck up.
And when I say
5 candles.
Okay, you heard her, 50. She's the one who gets those crates.
But this is the thing, because my mama be burning the candles like the motherfucking candle is $5. I be like, girl, this is almost a $30 candle, sis. So that's why. That's why.
But you're a connoisseur. Like, you know the different scents, because I'll ask you sometimes, like, oh, what do you think about this scent? Like, whatever.
To be honest, I only buy like 3 scents.
Okay.
I only buy 3.
A popular one that everyone buys is mahogany teakwood.
That's one of my 3.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, before I say, the comment about it, it's not a bad comment, y'all, so don't get scared. Because I know it's like a number one scent, so don't get scared of it. But, okay, what is your depiction of mahogany teakwood? Why do you like it? What is the scent to you? Like, what is the...
It smells like a cologne.
Okay.
But, like, it's very, like, warm and very, like, comfortable. It's kind of like okay.
It's a cologne.
If it's a nice, strong man that gives you a nice hug that smells really good.
So it reminds you, so it smells like a cologne.
Yeah, it smells like cologne to me.
Okay. Do they make this in a body? They make mahogany teakwood in a body spray?
Maybe.
Okay. So the meme that was going around, which some of y'all might have heard, it says mahogany teakwood smells like a black man that can fix things around the house and holds a leadership position at his job.
It's giving nigga with a toolbox.
Okay, so is this why a lot of women like this scent and have this candle burning in their house? Because it has that aroma of a man?
I don't know. It's just something about it that's very inviting.
Is it a clean smell?
Yeah, it's clean.
Okay.
And it's like...
But when that word teakwood, like, is it a woody smell to
a little bit?
Because, see, first of all, it gives it away when they say black man because it's in mahogany. You know what I mean? So it definitely gives chocolate. Okay, so it gives off like, okay, mahogany, and then the teakwood part. I just never. I don't think I ever smelled it because whenever I do go to the sale, I'm one of those ones. I'd be like, I'll just pick up about 30 candles.
Yeah,
and that one's usually sold out. But I found that meme funny because I was like, wow, that's a good way to describe a smell.
But you know what's crazy? That candle, so they have the mahogany teakwood, right? And then they have the mahogany teakwood, like, intense or something like that.
Like a cologne, like a perfume or a cologne.
It's stronger. So it's like, okay, the nigga that can fix shit, right? But then they have the nigga that owns his own company that pay people. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a carpenter, but he has like a carpenting company. Or he's like,
so the intense is the upgraded. Right. I got people working for me.
Niggas working.
I gotta do payroll on Friday. See? Okay. Gotcha. So I need to get the intense. Okay.
I think it's intensity or something like that.
Well, okay. It makes sense because like you said, it smells like a cologne. So in cologne and perfumes, like they'll have the regular and then they have one that says intense.
Yeah.
So I get it. But it's like, ooh, okay, so if I upgrade to the intense, I
got the boss.
Right.
Biggest boss.
So I'm wondering, I'm like, for the single women, y'all listening or whatever, do you know this scent? Is Lark right about this scent? And if you think differently or if you have a different depiction of how it makes you feel, let us know because I like to know.
Yeah, we'll put a poll up on Instagram and see what y'all think.
That's very interesting because it's like, yeah, if you're a single woman and you're in the house, you do want a nice,
not just single, because I bought a candle for my brother.
Okay.
So
he likes it. I mean, it's okay. So it's a good thing because it's like you said, it's a cologne, so men will like it too. Okay.
It smells good.
Okay.
It smells like... You know how sometimes things smell like Christmas?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. It's just like it just smells like a man. Yes.
Okay.
Give it to us. A moment with Lark.
Moments with Lark.
Y'all, everybody mind their fucking business. Okay? Mind the business that fucking pays you. Stop trying to cross lines where y'all ain't got no fucking invite to. Y'all ain't got no invites to our fucking vaginas. White girl rose, y'all ain't got no invites to the black girl club, okay? You can keep it. You can keep it. Keep your opinions to yourself within your own household. Do what you want to do in your own household. But when you come outside and you start messing with other people,
just stay in your lane.
But for whatever reason, niggas can't, which is weird to me. Like, why are you so miserable in your fucking life that you feel like you need to go out and purposely try to hurt other people? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's very sad.
It is.
And I really think a lot of these men that's like trying to make these laws and this is that and other, y'all really don't even like women. Y'all like men. Y'all be fucking niggas on the low or on the high. Y'all don't like women because there's no way in hell that a woman has given birth to you, put you on this planet, raised you for the most part, and you want to mistreat other women. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, problem is that these are old white men who
and y'all
lived
hate
in a different time. And whatever that looks like, I don't know what these white people be doing in their house.
cussing their mom out. Fuck you, Janice. Y'all gotta get it together. Leave us women alone. We do not need your help to make decisions on who we are as people and what we do with our fucking bodies. Okay?
And don't have to give you an explanation either.
At all. Because if we wanted to shut this bitch down, we will. Okay? If every woman and this is why niggas need to be concerned. These men that always want to take us home after the first day and sleep with us, this is like, y'all better start fighting for our rights. I'm telling y'all right now. Because if every woman on this earth stop fucking, there will be nobody on this earth. There will be nobody. Not a new baby, not a nothing.
Right.
We have the right. Then what? Y'all gonna make a law that we forced to have kids again? That every month we gotta give the pussy up to a nigga just to have a baby? Like, you niggas are weird. Mind your business.
Weird.
Stay out of our bodies. We don't need your help. Okay? Is that it?
I think that's it. I have a picture of the picture that came in my head when you were talking about that was Drake's cover album. You know, with the pregnant emojis all across. And it was released when the Texas law was released about abortions.
You niggas be doing the fucking most.
I'm not blaming Drake, you know. Shout out to Drake. I'm just saying, you know, the cover was a little of a dig.
We don't want to be baby mamas.
The cover was a little bit of a dig for Texas. For Texas, it was.
It was.
And you know, he always shouts out, you know, Houston and Texas. So yeah, maybe a little cringe.
Y'all better be careful out here, ladies, because. Well, this is episode 125 of Single in the Loop. I'm praying for you niggas. Bye.
Bye.